Tube Review.
Nicolas Cage didn't make a terrible movie. So I've been starting to watch, not so new movies via the flick nets and everything. So I've been kind of digging backward and looking at some of the other stuff that I might have missed throughout the years. And last night I came across this one, and it's called The Frozen Ground, starring John Cusack and Nicolas Cage. And it's John Cusack playing a serial killer. That's what it's billed at. And I checked it out on IMDb, and I was just like, yeah, sure, why the fuck not? Let's check it out, man. Could be fun. Probably better than that putrid bucket of piss called The Raven that John Cusack did, where he shit all over one of my favorite storytellers' graves. That movie was awful. And I'm a huge Poe fan. And that movie, it's such a build-up. John Cusack playing Edgar Allan Poe. Come on, dude. That could have been amazing. But anyways, I digress. I used to love Nicolas Cage. Back in the 90s, I really, really loved, I loved a lot of his work. In the 80s, he made some good comedy. In the 90s, he made some good drama, some really good action films that still hold up to this date. And then he kind of went to this little kind of indie thing that he did, where he did like The Weatherman and Matchstick Men, and there was a couple other ones out there that were really kind of cool, and you could really tell that he was trying to do something else and get away from the action genre. He has done some really cool work, since then. You had Kick-Ass and The Croods. I really like The Croods and stuff. I mean, he's done some really good things and everything, but his movies are just kind of, they're not anything to shout about anymore, really. And so I missed that with Nicolas Cage. And so when I saw this, didn't seem like he was totally phoning it in and stuff like he has been in some of these like period movies that he's been in that have just fallen really flat for me. Then you have John Cusack, who I've loved ever since Grosse Point Blank, High Fidelity, those days. I've loved John Cusack, and his stuff always I just really, really always loved his work and stuff. His movies have kind of kiltered too. They're both kind of two of my old favorites that have just kind of, their movies just aren't as cool as they used to be, I guess I could say. But then again, I haven't seen all of them, so maybe there's a hidden gem out there like this one that I found. And seeing him play a serial killer was just so refreshing. It was so cool to see, even though he didn't have a lot of dialogue in the movie and everything, he sold it so well. And that creepy look, and if you actually look at pictures of the real guy, the real serial killer that he's portraying, they got him down. They got his haircut, glasses. He looked a lot like him, so it was really good casting on their part and everything. And the story was really good, and the actors did a really good job with what they had. It wasn't a very, dialogue-driven movie or anything like that. It was very graphic in some scenes and stuff, and very torturous when it comes to Vanessa Hudgens' character. And Vanessa Hudgens was kind of one of the sort of downer points for me with the movie. She's a good actress in her own right. Her mouth and her eyes don't sell me when she's acting. She always looks like she's hiding back a laugh or something. Like it just didn't look genuine to me. In a lot of the up close shots, her eyes just didn't sell it, and her mouth just didn't sell it. She always just looked like she was about ready to laugh at any point in time. And so that was kind of one of the things that, I thought was kind of a downer. Took some points away from it and everything. No offense to Vanessa Hudgens. I think she'll probably find a role someday that'll do really, really well and everything like that. I just don't think that kind of drama for her, she just doesn't sell me with it. Same with Gimme Shelter. So, that kind of stuff. It wasn't the greatest movie ever. It definitely wasn't the greatest serial killer movie ever. Nicolas Cage, it sort of looked like he might have phoned it in a little bit, but not so much. I think he did a really good job with the script that he was given and with the character and everything. And like I said, John Cusack did too. And Vanessa Hudgens wasn't terrible. She just didn't sell me as much as she could have. But it was a good movie, good catch me if you can kind of thing, serial killer movie. And it was cool to see John Cusack and Nicolas Cage get back together after Con Air. So that was really cool to see them back in a movie together, and not a terrible movie to boot. So I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 tube thumbs up. I was gonna give it 3, but it's not a meh movie. And Vanessa Hudgens' nice little booty showcase when she's doing the pole dance. That knocked it up to 4 for me. But I still think that, you know, even though she was playing like a 17-year-old, I'm pretty sure that Jessica Alba still could have pulled that off. So, yeah. 4 out of 5 tube thumbs up for The Frozen Ground, starring Nicolas Cage, Vanessa Hudgens, and John Cusack, and a bunch of other really good actors, too, were in it. But I'm going to be doing some of these just because that's what Tube Review is about. It's about me talking about the movies that I watched, and I watched this one. I also want to do a Tube Review of, I just recently watched There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis, and I'm looking forward to that Tube Review of that. And so, yeah, this one, you know, I recommend it. It was a good serial killer flick and everything. Thank you very much for watching, and sorry I haven't really been posting a lot of content lately. I was very busy with the musicians reunion this last week, which was amazing. It was an amazing time, and we got a lot of it on video, and I've been trying to kind of compile a lot of it and work up a little mini documentary that I'm working on for it, because it was a really good time, and there was some really special moments in there for me as well as a lot of other people. And I'm hoping to make it to the 20th. This was the 18th, and I'm hoping to make it to the 20th. So we're gonna keep that rolling, and I hope you guys will watch the mini doc when I come out with it on the musicians reunion. It was a really good time. This coming Saturday, the 29th of August, 2015, I'm going to be doing from 4 to 5 at the Campfire Stage at the Chroma Festival, which is a music and arts festival that's going on in Aberdeen, well, actually Richmond Lake, outside of Aberdeen and everything. I'm going to be doing some stand-up comedy there, so come and check me out there. Once again, that's August 29th, 2015, from 4 to 5 at the Campfire Stage at Chroma Festival. So it's really good time. Come and buy tickets, come to the whole thing. 3 days, 2 or 3 days worth of music, art, lots of stuff for kids, lots of workshops and clinics and cool stuff to go to, and just awesome music and poets and writers and all sorts of stuff. So come and check that out. It's going to be a really good time. I can't wait to go and check it out. I'll only probably be able to come out there Saturday for it, but it's going to be a good time. So hope to see you guys there. Hope to see you guys back next time when I review There Will Be Blood. Thanks again for watching Tube Review. I'm Tubes. Have a wonderful fucking day.